holistic? Do you believe in holistic, like taking care of yourself with the natural vitamins and the natural way of doing it? Or do you think take a pill that has a side effect?
No, 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 no. Well, this is medical. This is not holistic. This is medical treatment.
But I
Just
think
don't
it's
confuse
more.
the two, but it is all natural.
That's what I mean. Isn't it more natural? Would you take a natural vitamin B12, a natural B12? That's what I meant. See, I told you I
Well,
was
any pharmaceutical, as far as antibiotics, yeah, I mean, it's not a good thing to stay on them for any long term. You start to develop symptoms and your autoimmune system becomes reliant on them and eventually they don't work. But on the holistic part, if you really want to know, and a lot of people do, the best thing that you could take if you had it at home or go buy would be eucalyptus. Stick it in a bowl, make it hot, stick your head in it, and it will open your chest and open up your sinus cavity. That's the first thing that I would recommend to anybody, and it clears everything up. Just rub it on.
What is that called again?
Eucalyptus. I recommend that. Back in the day, in the farmers would stick it on their feet and put socks on. It will clear your whole body out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're open.
What about steam?
Steam with, if you put water and eucalyptus in a bowl, it's the same thing. Do you just want a steam to open up it? Well, not really. You're gonna develop a adverse reaction with the steam, and it's gonna it may sound wonderful, but it's gonna clog you up afterwards. It's only a temp solution. No, no, no. And the other part, I mean, for sore throats, basically, you're going to want to use nettles or burberry or thyme. Those are for your sore throat. And my solution, I'm going to tell you, a lot of moms out there right now, take an orange, cut the top off it, put some honey on it, put a little brown sugar on it, put some lemon on it, stick it in the microwave, get it nice and gushy, squeeze it, put it in something, in a syringe, a spoon, throw it down your kid's throat. Just make them drink it, or you drink it, or put it, like kids, don't like the taste of, but this tastes really good. All right. It will soothe you. It will help your immune system. It will help with the coughing. It will help because of the vitamin C in it. The lemon will help with the hydration. And obviously, who does not like honey? Or I'd even put a little maple syrup on it. Or take an orange, cut the top off, squeeze you got your little teddy bear honey, okay? Squeeze a little part on the orange, okay? Get some lemon, put the juice on there, all right? And then I always put a little brown sugar just to make it sweet, okay? But if you don't want the brown, because obviously you want sugar. Sugar is a good thing that you do need. So sugar, or don't use sugar. I've also used maple syrup when that as well. Put it on there, stick it in the microwave, let the orange get nice and gushy so all that soaks in. Squeeze the orange or eat the orange, but it's better to squeeze the orange, put it in a spoon, and either drink it or swallow or take it. Is that awesome? It's delicious regardless whether or not you're sick or not. Right?
When's the last time you got sick?
Yeah.
Not for a while. I try to maintain a regimen of, staying healthy as best I can, but it was a while ago.
Yeah, when's the last time you got sick?
Well, I have allergy ever since I got hit with a hurricane. That's the reason why I'm moving.
But what you do is stop people from getting sick.
How do I stop? Well, I can't always stop it. They come in either, before they're sick, or they come in when they're sick, or they come in after they're sick. So either way, it doesn't much matter to me. Be honest with you, I'd rather see them when they're sick. Then I know what they have so I can treat them. Because there's so many people right now that are calling in with different symptoms that overlap each other, that they think it's the flu and it's really not, and they want antibiotics to be called in. And I keep telling them, oh yeah, that's your medical degree on the wall, and You know, I do Zoom and I do, phone consultations, and I'm not a big on calling in anything unless I know. One, since the COVID, not that there's COVID out there, because it's not, and you think you have it, and it's usually not. And what you think you have is usually not. Um, so, I just, I go through the whole thing, but that's on each. If you want to get better, then the only way to get better, like you said, is being honest. So I have a checklist that I go off, but there is a big difference between, in allergy symptoms. And want the big symptoms in allergies is nasal congestion, sneezing, itchy, watery eyes, puffy eyes, itchy nose, sore. Well, your throat kind of like it's really, it's like that postnasal drip thing, like it tickling in your throat. Sinus congestion, that's when your face gets nice and puffy and you can barely blink. All right, so then you know that. The postnasal drip, if nobody, you gotta know what that is. That goes in the back of your throat and you swallow all that crap down you, right?
Yeah.
You're coughing and headaches. Those are allergy symptoms. Now, the difference if you're sick, if you have fever, chills, body aches, okay, and it lasts for more than a few days, it is not allergies. It is something else. And that's the first indication. All right. And when everybody knows what a temperature is, because everybody's body basal temperature is different anyway. We covered that 1 week. But everybody wants to know, what am I going to give them when they're sick? The first thing that I would reach for is ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid is vitamin C. And why do you go there? Because it is an antioxidant. It helps protect your cells. It also helps process iron, and it boosts your immune system, and it helps for it to heal. The next one is zinc, and that's the one that fights against the infection, and it helps with your immune system. It will help basically help the bacteria to break down faster. And then next one would be magnesium chloride, not magnesium sulfate, magnesium chloride. And that is for fatigue and your autoimmune system. The other big one is B1 and B2, that's thiamine and riboflavin. And that's for your energy and the autoimmune. The biggest one is the glutathione. Now, these are injectables. Now, people may want to take them orally, but I think I gave you a better solution on how to take the oral and a vitamin C aspect. The highest vitamin C is not an orange, you guys. It is a strawberry and a green pepper. Green pepper. Yeah, so.
I just want to tell the people out there that are like trying to go to the store and buy the vitamins, like bottles and swallow them. Okay, they're not FDA regulated.
No.
You might as well drink a glass of water.
Yes.
And
No, and do you ever read the bottle of a pack of vitamins and when you pick them up at the store? Do you ever see the stuff that they put in there to preserve that vitamin? So when you have them in the grocery store or wherever you're buying them, there are a lot of preservatives in there. And by the time you get them, and you're putting that into your liver, you're putting that into your bowel, you're putting that into your system, and you think, oh, because you took something, because, it's really not. There are certain vitamins that are oral, and I'm not allowed to say where you can get these, the ones that are the best ones, but if you're just picking them up here or there, can I say Dollar General? Oh, I did, didn't I? Oh, I'm sorry. The Dollar General. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I can't say that. No. I'm going to tell you one thing right now. They may be cheap. It's not always biased. That doesn't work like that. And besides that, they're coming from a country that you probably don't even want to know where they're coming from.
I mean, for real,
Mm-hmm.
we actually had a client in the past that sold different supplements, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
And he sold them online, but really I learned a whole lot about even going to a reputable so-called, like, let's say, store that does sell those type of products.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, like I said, the FDA will not
Yeah, and the directions aren't even correct on them.
Right.
You ever read them?
Like I said, it doesn't
Mm-mm.
work your body, so if you're not supposed to take it, an injectable is pure, it's natural,
And it's fast.
and it absorbs right into your system that actually benefits your body.
And think of the millions of dollars people waste on oral vitamins a year that they could, a lot, millions and millions. And then you have the plastic bottles, and then you have all that disposable stuff. So it's, I don't think that, people understand the whole process of it, of taking something orally, especially elderly people. They are taking it with the regular medicines. There's nothing worse that I could tell you. I have patients that come in with a baggie, probably a 15 to 20 different vitamins that overlap each other. And Cammie knows this from being in my office. Not all vitamins are bind together or supposed to be taken together, or all vitamins are not to be taken with some food. Some are not supposed to be taken with other medications. And it's just like, wow. And then you read the back of them, and a multivitamin probably has 30 things in them, and probably about 90% of them you don't even need.
I
So,
mean, I actually, this, I come
Yeah.
from the medical field, and I take care of a lot of seniors, and the truth is, they don't know.
No.
They just think, oh, this is good for me. I mean, we've had multiple cases where people came to see the doctor, and if they were actually sick and having adverse reactions from taking all these over-the-counter, so-called things that are good for them.
yeah.
Or they can even take medicines like they get prescribed, like my friend G, when he came in to the doctor and he showed him all, if you go say to 3 different doctors, and then 3 different doctors are prescribing medicine, one has a side effect, and then they take another one for that side effect. When he put the bottle out there of what he was taking, and he couldn't figure out why he was sick and not feeling good, is because he was being overprescribed.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mhm.
That happens too. Do you see that, doctor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a big thing. But I'm the
The
one.
medicine is killing them.
I think, yeah. Well, I
Really.
think I discussed this with, I have a patient that does a lot of respiratory therapy. Matter of fact, and he's a good friend of mine. And we discussed this the other day. If we had to go back in time to what time period would I pick? I picked, he said, pick just 3, just rattle them off, just whatever comes to your head. I said, okay, I'm going back to, well, I'm a history fanatic anyway, but I wanted to go all the way back to probably the Saxons, the Vikings, and when people were raw and Indians, that they actually used their environment themselves and didn't have anything. And the next time period would have been around the 1400s, when cholera and typhoid and tetanus, TB, and the plague hit. And these people had to survive. That's when I wanted to go back in the science. The next one I picked was in the 1920s. That's when injections started coming out. And I think, and I'm not opposed to injections as far as immunizations for measles, smallpox, rubella, and all that. But I think it changed the world in science after that, and the philosophy of it. So those were my pick years. And remember, my term paper is on a disease that this person was out of this country in another country, in Greece, I can say that, in Greece and Germany. And she's got something that was in the water over there, and it is called MTHFR. It is a very, very rare disease. And it is a mutation that your cells do not combine together in order for the body to be able to heal. anything, that the immune system breaks down. And it affects her if she's an elderly woman, that she is unable now to take anything on vitamins, on cardiovascular, or you have to be really, really careful of what you give her because of this genetic problem.
Do you know what's coming back too? Did you hear this in the news? Measles.
Yes.
Did they stop vaccinating children for
No.
measles? Why did measles make a comeback?
That's one. That's one. And I don't believe these injections are working anymore.
Did you hear about the measles outbreak?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I heard recently about someone who traveled from China back to Los Angeles, and was one of the first cases just this week, I guess, in the Los Angeles area.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's quite a few in Florida.
Really?
Outbreaks. Yes. Measles. And I have a feeling it's got. We have 2 minutes. All right. I'm going to give you my address, and I want you to say your address again. And you guys, allergy season. My address. You can find me on Instagram, website, TAN Talk Radio. It is 905 East MLK. It's under Dr. Lou, and it is a pharmaceutical, a vitamin, and IV center. But I am a family physician by trade. 905 East MLK, Suite 390, Tarpon Springs, Florida. So I know I'm thinking in my head, right? 727. I'm closing my eyes. Okay, I'm closing my eyes. I'll do sign language, okay? Let me sign this out to you. It's 727-946-0607. If you got it, think you have it, don't know what you have, come see me. We'll find it, and when we will work it out. And let's have this lovely lady that's going to be coming back. Cammy, are you coming back, or are you just stitching me now?
I'm getting my brake fixed. I got my whole car taken apart right now.
Okay, so go ahead.
Let's do Arcanon, and you.
Can you end with the 30-second commercial for Narcanon after she speaks?
Hurry up. Let's go.
Okay, so Narcanon, the number is 888-203-2556. 888-203-2556. No matter what's going on, give them a call now.
Yay.
For yourself or a family member, just call.
And let's talk about the detoxification, you guys.
We'll do that next week.
Great.
All right,
Okay,
I'll be ready.
Ready, here we go. We're going to do the Narcanon special commercial.
You ditched it, Perry, and Ivan Moody's. And we didn't get our call in. They called in. Either.
That's so nice. Thank you very much.
Oh, she does.
Yeah. Very nice.
Oh,
Yeah, you're great.
yeah.
You've been doing this for a while?
Oh, I've been,
So?
well, I've been doing medical for probably long. I tried to get at it a few times, but I seem to get real back on it on my resume.
Great stuff.
But as far as the drug rehab and the education part, I do a lot of kids. So, I'd like to get into the age aspect of it. I don't know what your background is and how far in depth you want to go.